for some reason. No, I won't be doing that. It's too long for tonight. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I still have to... I think we do it tomorrow now. So, we are here playing NECROPHOSIS, brand new game. We just got done with the Midnight Walk. Steam says... NECROPHOSIS is a first-person horror adventure, plunging you into a nightmarish realm teeming with grotesque forms and ominous visuals. Delve into eerie landscapes and uncover secrets in this atmospheric journey through the macabre. It kind of looks like Scorn. Never played Scorn, but I've seen a bit of Scorn. It looks like Scorn. All right. Well then, this is NECROPHOSIS. Let's begin. Are you sure you want to begin a new cycle? Yeah. Ew! Disgusting. This game is very loud. What does it mean?
To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour.
Okay. It's the Malphite folk. Bodhi. True awakening. Ew. Where are we? Ooh. What's with the textures? Is that normal? Why are they not loading? Hang on. Why are the textures not loading? Ultra high auto? Okay. I mean, these look like they're loaded. All right. So what is this? Oh. Where do I grab this? Grab my balls. Ooh. Oh, it's an eyeball. Huh? It wants to witness true waking. The fuck is that? Okay, E to inspect, left or right click. Huh? The unholy vagina. I'm assuming that's literally what that represents. This is the mother, and she's giving birth. I'm 99% sure that's what that's supposed to be, right? So, what do we do? It's way too subtle. Put memory on highest? We'll see if it looks different out there. But what do we do? I can't take the eyeball. So what? Oh. Oh, it's E to inspect and then left or right. Okay, so this is the right eye? Yeah, okay. And then we take the left eye. Yeah. Oh, you can't. Okay. Ooh. Okay then. Welcome to hell. Walk upstairs. This is the realm of death and no other. This is where gods are dead and the old ones suffer. Jesus, okay, calm down. If necessary, more flesh and bone will be formed. Is this our respawn? Is that what that is? The mother. Ooh. What the hell, boy? She got them lips.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and snare of cold command.
I'll turn it up.
Tell them
Good. 3 should be enough.
that its sculptor, well those passions red which yet survive,
Okay.
stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
What's with his head?
Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
What was up with his head? He's got a dickhead. Okay, well, let's go walk around. Left shift to run. Okay. Wisdom requires payment. Alright. Wisdom requires payment. Death and decay reign beyond all is unmade. Ooh. Missing remnants meant to be trampled. Oh. So we gotta bring pieces back to this thing? The fucking alien space jockey cannon. Beyond grasp. Okay. Sure. Oh. I've got little Timmy's brain. Thank you, Timmy. They're eating him! They dragged him away. What is that? Okay, we've got a coin. I'm assuming I gotta put the brain in this guy, right? Right here? Okay. Want this one. Beyond grasp. What about this? No. I mean, it looks like his brain is gone, though. No? Take the damn brain! Take the brain! Never mind. Weird. Okay. A crown for a king. Interesting. Alright, thank you, sir. Yeah, Pixel, peace, buddy. See you tomorrow, man. What is this game about? We have no clue. Fuck if I know. Look at this. I have no clue right now. Beyond grasp. Well, I'm going to assume we can't do anything yet. We have to go find more parts for that guy, I suppose. Ooh. I'm just stealing eyeballs. All right, thank you. The more the merrier, I hope. Thank you. Okay then. Appreciate it. Maybe we can't leave. Never mind. Is this? Yeah, I've got 50 eyeballs. I've got 500 eyeballs, a brain, a coin. Bro, we just started the game and I've got 300 consumables. Okay. A crown for the demon. Oh, we put the eyes in the head. Ah, sightless prophet. Okay. No shit, the eyes have to go into the head. Lovely. Demon! I grant ye eyes, demon.
Behold, the burden of choice falls upon thee. As the hour draws near, thou shalt stand at the crossroads of death and rebirth. For chaos hath already laid waste to realms untold.
Maybe we're dead. Maybe we've died. Did he give me anything? You brokey, give me something. Oh. Maybe we're in purgatory. I mean, that's probably a given. This looks like hell. Shocker. Ooh, what's this? Yard sale. Oh. Is that your dog? What is this? Expiration is due. Acts of prayer wasted on a lost cause. Ooh, the crown. Right, hang on. We had this. Yes. Nope. 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 We want this, yep. A display of bygone authority, pitiful as one's decay is inevitable. Oh, there's the bones for the cannon, I assume. Nope, it's another coin. Gentlemen. The tongue is full of carvings rendered in an ancient script that reveal the following. The perpetual fade of consciousness. All that exists is condemned to suffer in endless torment. For in this realm, life and death are but hollow echoes, stripped of meaning. In this vast garden of bone, each remnant stepped upon belongs to a being that fully matured in a state of eternal unlife. Although completely spent, they cannot die. They cannot rest, nor can they see, speak, move, think, or feel. Still, forced to exist, yet entirely unable to be. As the body rots and physically fades, the last fragments of consciousness eventually drift away, forming an oppressive strain of emotion. The spiteful shape of fear, pain, and anger compounded by the misery of all beings forced to dwell on this plane. To witness this torment, one only needs to look up. Jeez, okay. Gentlemen. Feeble cadavers try to recall the warmth of fire. So their bodies wane, but their consciousness endures and then slowly fades away. Okay. Another brain. Oh. Eat the brain, Shadow. He doesn't want the brain. What the fuck? So we gotta figure out what to do. What the fuck is this guy doing, though? Interact with the repulsive one. Impulsive gestures of faith. What? Oh! Okay. So how do we get him down? It's space, Jesus! Do I throw something at him? Maybe we shoot him with the cannon? Maybe? I'm not sure. Alright. As to what is going on here, I have no fucking clue. We do have this group of, like, individuals. Feeble cadavers trying to recall warmth. Yeah, there's nothing. This thing? Ew. So what does it mean? Maybe we're missing something. Let's go see this. This big bulbous thing with legs. Oh, what's this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Ah. Well, there you are. Right there. This burden is overwhelming. Ew. Baby Mochi. The unholy summoning of the beast, Mochi. Mochi will be born. Alright, take it. There you go. Cool. He's a fish man. Beyond grasp. Okay, so what do we do now? I assume we have to shoot this with the cannon, right? I'm assuming. It seems like it's in the right vicinity. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, what else do we have? When emptiness is preferable. The mind of a broken youngling, consumed by an overwhelming sense of terror. Okay, let's use the child's brain. The mind of an impotent being, burdened by depression and plagued by ignorance. Misery. That's what I said too. It's like the engineer from Alien. Yeah. Do I have to give him a coin? A coin bearing obscene and grotesque markings, deeply valued by the dead. Oh, you know what? There was an altar here. I've got the coins! Hold on. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Okay.
I stand as a monument to this forsaken world. Once a servant to a divine god. Eons have passed since the cosmos met its demise. Beware, for this realm has morphed into a somber vault, and now you are woven into its enigmatic tapestry.
So once there was a god, and now the god has been long dead. So what happens to everyone else is what we have here. You've got buildings, statues of worship. This is just kind of like some weird purgatory where gods no longer exist. If there's no one to go to in the afterlife, where do you go type of deal? Maybe. All right. Interesting. Okay. So. Oh. Well. Unfortunate. Sorry, sir. So we gotta figure out what to do. We've got brains. What's this third one? When emptiness is preferable. Nothing. Fear. Misery. Everything else is dying. It isn't supposed to. A big storage closet. I'm sure it has something to do with the gods not being a thing anymore. Maybe. In terms of what else it could be, hey, your guess is as good as mine. Has something to do with gods, though, for sure. What are we doing? No. So we gotta go get Jesus here. This alien Jesus. We gotta do something for him. I don't know how to get up there. Maybe I'm again missing something. We did this. To me, this is like an item is missing. Beyond grasp. Is it not his brain? Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Oh my god. Oh! Okay. Oh, chill mod. Thank you, sir, for the 74. For this, here we go. Huh? Fuck! What a weird control scheme. Okay. Use. We got him. His brain. Okay. The damaged mind of a tormented soul, afflicted by morbid agony. The mind of an impotent being, burdened by depression and plagued by ignorance. The mind of a broken youngling, consumed by an overwhelming sense of terror. Then whatever that is. So these brains have to go somewhere. But what's with the kid moving around? What? Oh. Jesus, little Timmy. Oh, God. You stay over there. Whoops. Okay. Fucking kicking the kid around. Stay down, Timmy, stay down. Should have stayed in school. Should have stayed in school. Well, what about this guy? Is he gonna go around praying at stuff? Let's see. With a prayerful posture, it moves in a grotesque manner. So where are we going? I mean, he seems to be a bro. I'm just gonna follow him for a bit, I guess. Look at his legs. Oh, Christ alade. It prays to nothing. So we've already been here. There's nothing in here. All right. Well, who knows, sir? Who knows when the event's going to be over? Could be tomorrow. Who knows, good sir? So what's this? Oh! The 3 brains. Okay, so we did have to come over here. Cool. There's one. Mindless, it won't move. It's like a fucked up crab. Take them. Take them, my son. Oh. Is it a puzzle? Oh! I'm so stupid. The emblem is right there. So it would be this one. No. It is this one. So we gotta swap this one with this one, and then put this one here. Okay, so how do we get it out? How do I grab it? Bro. Okay, oh. Oh! Oh, you oh, here we go, hang on. Yes! Nice. Is that it? Okay, now we do this one. Ah, there we go. Excellent. We're in, baby. Ew. What does it mean, though? Okay. It looks like little people are trying to get out of it. Alright. Well, first puzzles are down. It's supposed to be like a weird, yeah, like a crab. Well then, alright. Hello, sir.
Our ancient eyes behold the rare sight. A lone wanderer,
venturing into our desolate domain after eons untold. Bound by the unyielding grip of NECROPHOSIS, we, the Elder Gods, are surprised.
NECROPHOSIS. I thought it was NECROPHOSIS.
Few like you have dared to tread this path. Yet, here you stand, a glimmer of hope in our eternal suffering. Should you choose to aid us in our plight, freeing Hnum from his eternal servitude, we shall grant you passage to your destination.
Okay. Free him from his eternal servitude, and we shall grant you passage to your destination. Alright, let's pull the pins out of him. Let's be free, sir. Oh. That would fucking hurt. You're free! He's a warrior, Horalu. Now we have to go find bodies. I got bodies! The burden is overwhelming. Take the bodies. There you go, sir. Garbage disposal. You know, all of this makes sense to somebody. Whoever wrote this game said, you know what? Hell yeah, brother. Look at this. What the hell? Put him in there. There you go. Have fun. Ew. What does it mean? Is this the 1v9 Trinomir carrying his brain-dead teammates to the finish line? Ow! There was something in there. There we go. Ew. What is this? Each visage endures a unique form of torment, distinct in nature and intensity. The fuck is... Ew. Sucker man. Kind of looks like the creature from, the X-Files. That's the thing. That's like a cave troll from Lord of the Rings. Well then, thank you for sharing. That's lovely. Have a nice day. Ew. Okay. A thin piece of flesh affixed to the spine has the following etched upon it. Mistreated loyalty. Though all beings rot, the extent of their depravity varies. Divine allegiances and bonds become meaningless once gods come to terms with the sentence they must bear. When power fades to a whisper where a howl or fury once roared, most lash out with further violence upon each other and those below them. A stark reminder that even at the end of it all, some beings will always remain beneath the gods and must endure their whims. As consciousness deteriorates, it shapes the future black. For the validity of certain cognitions is a defilement of creation. How do you, what is it? My brain is just not computing with that word. Volatility? Volatility. I'm so fucking brain dead. Oh my, the volatility. Oh my, I can't read anymore. No shit, Sherlock. The volatility. Okay. That is brain damage that I didn't get that. Okay. Get the fuck off me. Goodbye. The volatility. Right, okay. Sometimes words just don't process and you are stun locked. Oh, he's here. Such zealous prayer may be mistakenly perceived as a twisted form of mockery. Man, go home. What are you here for? Well, what a lovely place. Who is this? Volatility. This being is enduring intense suffering, yet its gaze is filled with compassion. Though cursed, its empathy remains untouched. Maybe it'll help us.
In the cosmic void, I awaken from my sleep. A ghostly form, a galaxy's sweep. As you pass by, I stir and rise, a spectral being with starlit sight. I beckon you forth with a shimmering light, guiding you through the endless fright. Towards the gate of death, we make our way. But even death's gate has crumbled to decay. I speak of a world, once death's domain, now a museum where time's relics remain. Old gods and monuments from ages past, collected here in the cosmic vast. This realm where death reigns, now a museum of time's refrain. And with strange eons, even death may die, as the universe's echoes fade and sigh.
How I interpret this is they said the gods have died. Death itself, God, whatever it may be. Oh my god. And this is supposed to be some sort of like purgatory where we're not able to pass on. It's like an endless, they said a museum almost of like the past. A bunch of collected works and places. Nothing has kind of been able to like move on. It's just become stagnant, stuck in one place. Well, I guess we're gonna see. This is where all the SCPs end up? Possibly. Is that Egypt? Death's domain where even death died. Yeah, this is like the afterlife, but there is no God in the afterlife, so everything's stuck here. Nothing can kind of move on. The poop cannon. So what is this? Ew. Is that a mech? It's a mecha suit! Flesh mech. Death formers. Flesh bots in disguise. Well, that's disgusting. So what do we do with this? Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Open the gates of NECROPHOSIS. The gates! Gates, baby! I'm assuming we just saw them. Are those the gates right there? Ye old gates of NECROPHOSIS. I'm on the way. Jeez. Okay. What is that? Bro, I just ragdolled to the floor. Alright. Well, that's the end of my journey. Okay, strange. I'm having my brain sucked out, lad. I think I broke both my knees. Is it the praying guy again? Let's go, buddy. There he is. He's my friend. Let's call him Tim. It keeps praying. Tim, it's okay, buddy. But Phil the prayer man. I don't know. Something. Beyond the gate. Malphite's the narrator. Is that death?
Of all the beings and deities that have passed through these gates, I never expected consciousness itself to appear. This path was once a flowing river of souls. Now, reduced to mere steps, remnants of what once was. I am curious to see where this journey will lead you. But know this, the path has been sealed, and only payment with souls can grant you passage. Feed my lantern with the souls of the Forsaken, and I shall open the way that leads into the darkness.
Okay.
For no other path remains to be tread.
Path to darkness. Are we a lost soul who ends up in this realm and we're trying to just finally die? Is that what this is? We're trying to pass on? I assume that's what we're supposed to be kind of doing. Well, we gotta go feel some... We gotta go find some souls and feed it to the lantern. Right then. Ew. What's this? Wisdom requires payment. Okay, we need coins. Granny, I need some coins. You got coins? Oh. You're hungry? It wants to devour. Devour it shall. Oh, what the fuck? CBT. What is that? Ew. What is this? Ew. Okay. What is that?
The hollow of this giant's hand, my tears endlessly fall, fleeing collapsing realms, escaping death's final call. I was a deity of dreams, with spider legs so fine, weaving fantasies and visions, a tapestry divine. Entities from shadows and light, drawn to my delicate heart. But dreams turn to nightmares, tearing my soul apart. Trapped within my own creations, in this realm I now reside. Eternal suffering my companion, with nowhere left to hide.
Okay. Who comes up with this shit? That's a good point. Yeah, who knows? What is that? Oh. I've got the unholy cummy. I've got the thick semen. Eh? Remembrance of an era when the stars still burned across the cosmic planes. You know what? This is the death of the galaxy, isn't it? This is the death of all things. This is at the very end of the universe when nothing is left, not even the gods. I think that's what this is, right? What else would it be? Is he gonna eat a tear? You want the cummy? No. What about this? We need the coin. Okay, let's go find a coin. Okay. If necessary, more flesh and bone will be formed. So this is where you restart if you die for some reason? The tablet recounts the greatest calamity, thrown beyond. This land was carved by no maker. It was the darkest stain fading the celestial fabric, an endless desert where the concepts of life and death held no meaning, with silence itself as its only subject and ruler. For eons, the lands remained untouched, but such quiet was never meant to endure. In an instant, the timeless silence was shattered and defiled, replaced by the piercing screams of legions, nations, and gods. A total subjugation of decay, manifested by the shape of chaos. Okay. Yeah, not sure still. So what's this big head? What is this?
Our purpose awakens once more at the presence of consciousness itself. If you seek passage through the darkness, know this. The path is not freely given. You must feed the entrance, the essence of souls. For only through this offering can the gateway be opened. Beware, for even consciousness cannot grasp the horrors that dwell within the darkness. Beyond these steps lies a realm of unimaginable terror
and despair. Oh god, deeper into hell. Okay. You know, I'll say this. Imagine waking up and being stuck here. That would be traumatizing. The tongue bears an inscription, an olden script that unfolds the following. Terror below. Beneath the gateway lies a tomb, with winding passageways spiraling into architectural enigmas, where the walls bend and twist as the curse corrupts its chambers. It is a place inhabited by creatures of spite, their complexity varying, as does their intent and the shape of their will. The passage remains in slumber, dreading its awakening, for even in the rotting realm, certain things must remain out of sight. It's pretty ominous, okay. That is ominous indeed. What? Oh, he died. I think we just died. Okay. Oh. Banatu, peace, buddy. 50 hours. Someone's getting perma-sniped. Hey, well, it'll come or it won't. It's okay, man. Have a good night, bro. Ooh. You fetid beasts. Okay. The Jinn mask, lovely. It's good to know that he made it to this purgatory for all of his crimes. That's good news. So we've got a mask. Where does this mask go? Maybe it gets eaten. Maybe? It's got to do something with these two, right? Let's see. Here we go. A what? Get eaten, devourment. Oh, we got eaten. Okay, never mind. Ew. Is he trying to... Oh. Oh, there we are, look. Hollow, it rots. The fuck? That was our body. Okay. Jacko, thank you, man, for the 10 months. I hope you dream of this game. I hope nobody does. This is weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what compels someone to make a game like this, but it's certainly art. Certainly different. So we've got a mask, but where does this mask go? Have we found anyone? No, I know you did. Yeah, I know. Ooh. Fuck. Ooh. What does it mean, Mason? What does it mean? So what items do we have? Let's see. I've got a mask that looks incredibly happy at the bottom. I've got the jizz drop. Sorrow. An echo of sadness created by a depressed and lonely being. It holds no remedial qualities, yet its resonance may provide a fleeting sense of comfort. And we got nothing. A mask bearing an expression incompatible with this world. It caught the interest of the raw voidlings, perhaps attracted by a shared discrepancy of self. Okay. Okay, we've got the tear and we've got the mask. That's a coin, I think? I mean... What if we just get eaten again? Let's see. Nope. There's the bodies. Oh! Well, that is us, though. Okay, we really have to figure out what to do here. I've only seen 2 things that you can interact with, so maybe down here there's more. We did interact with this guy. The supposed little spider kid. He's still alive for whatever reason. Plus, thank you, buddy, for the 9 months. Appreciate it. Ooh, this guy. Hello. No. Vulgar creatures hiding from the depths. Vulgar creatures. Raw entity lurking beneath the shadows. Crude beings concealed beyond their abyss. Beyond the abyss. Okay. We back to League? Is this League? This is solo queue. What will I do after the timer runs out? I'm taking a little bit of a break for sure. And then we're just going to go on a much more reduced time for a little bit. We'll be back to the regular scheduling. Okay, we got to figure out what to do though, for real. So... Stuck in dreamless unrest. Malnourished soul eater. What if I give him the tear? No. No. What the hell is this? What are we missing? You know, there may be one thing that we didn't find yet, so let's just go walk around for a bit. Who knows? What is that about? Okay. Anyone help? I'm stuck in fucking purgatory, eh? Oh, here we go. This is new. Okay. The tablet is inscribed with esoteric details of self-annihilation, transfiguration through degradation. When skin meets stone, a pact may be formed. Skin rips open, soil tastes flesh, and blood nurtures the depths below. If the earth accepts the red taste, the pact is sealed. Organs rupture, their fluids meant to nourish the things that begin to crawl within. When full, the impertinent ones splinter bone, carrying the marrow to the deepest parts, feeding the most despicable of forms. As the process unfolds, the buried self fades, while the exposed self, mutilated and abandoned, clings to the memory of God, a distant shape who has long since withered, unable to aid its subjects. Transfiguration through degradation. Oh God. The fuck?
Come closer, wanderer. I have been bound to this stone tablet since time has lost its meaning. Eons have passed since the river of souls dried up. And I am trapped here for eternity, suffering the relentless curse of necrophosis.
Necrophosis.
My thirst is unending. A torment that gnaws at my very essence. Find me something, anything, that could extinguish this eternal thirst.
I've got the drop.
Even if it exists only in thought.
I've got something for you, sir, don't worry.
In return, I shall offer you what remains of me.
This
A
is-
relic of my forsaken existence.
Well, take the drop, sir. Here you go. Drink up, son. Yum! Now what? Oh, here we go. He's gonna give us his heart. Oh! Okay. And now he can go feed the big guy. Rest in peace, sir. Tablet contains a passage describing the outline of a morbid rite and its revolting procedures. Horrid infestation. The figure bound to this rock harbors an infection most vile, with maggots throbbing deep, feasting both upon the host and on themselves. The parasites churn and writhe, feeding relentlessly, forming a pungent corruption. Although raw, there is some order to their ravaging. The maggots take turns in their destruction, revealing a pattern. This rhythm offers a glimpse into the structure of the infestation. What the fuck? Ew? Man, that guy is not enjoying his time in hell. Ew. Oh. Oh. It's pick a maggot. It's not whack-a-mole, it's pick a maggot. Oh, Christ. Ew. This is like Nurgle's Carnival. What is this? Disgusting. Fodsy, 7 months. Thank you, man. Ew. Oh, are you supposed to pick them in order of their screams? Is that really? Oh, you're right. Okay, I didn't realize that. Damn, okay. Well, that would make sense. 1. Okay, easy enough. For some reason, I did not catch on to that. Listen, buddy, we are relieving the pressure. Don't worry. Okay. Easy enough. Oh, I got it wrong. Never mind. I said easy enough and then instantly got it wrong. Okay. Whoops. I'm locked in. I've got to pick out maggots from this dead man's back. Ew. Oh my god. Okay. Let's do it. God, there's more? Okay. But did I get that wrong? Oh my god, whatever. Middle, bottom right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love it. Thank God. You, sir, are cured. Don't worry. Is it good? Ooh. That's the maggot. It's like a bird maggot. Okay. Babies! Ooh. Ew. Well, we've got a baby. Livid organism with an insatiable urge to feed on blood and crawl, ripping flesh. Amplifying violence and more its host suffers. The more its host suffers. Okay. Listen, I don't want to eat that. That's fucking rank. Alright, so let's feed this guy the heart. Go. Eat up, big boy. Yummy. Nice. No clue what that is. A grenade? Okay. Stripped of flesh and blood, the distilled form of the soul itself. Oh, so we gotta go feed that down there. Okay, sure. So the only other things we can interact with is this coin. That looks like a coin, right? Well, let's go do the soul first. Eat your grains. This is true. Yummy! Malnourished soul eater. Okay. Well, that's one of them. Okay, we gotta go feed more. So let's go figure out what to do now. So we've got the maggot and the mask. Where would the maggot go? If I was a maggot, where would I want to be? Clearly not there. In the butt? So we've been here. There's nothing here. Nothing in there either. A maggot and a mask. Maybe something back here? Christ. Fucking weird, man. Super weird. Super weird. What the hell is going on here? Okay. Maybe back up here, I suppose? I'm not sure. What are we listening to? You're done. You're done. The maggot man is done. Who wants a maggot? Come eat the damn thing. Somebody. Oh. I guess we would have to keep feeding him shit. Okay, never mind. Was that good? Yummy! Ooh, another soul. Okay. Really? That was it? Okay. Strange, but sure. Do I have to feed... Hang on. Nope. Okay. Maybe we only needed 2. Maybe that'll be enough to get through the door. Let's see. Another one. Really? Well, we got one more. We do have one more. So where do we go to find that? Okay, so whatever we do, we have to keep feeding this guy the souls, right? Or the items that will then give us souls. Which means we're missing one more important one. I'm assuming 3 is the number that we need for the door. So this mask needs to find somebody. Stripped of infestation. Okay, saved. He had his heart. The death entrance. Those guys you can't do anything with. The dudes crawling behind there, you can't really give them anything, I think. It has to do with this mask. Can we give the mask to the kid? Is that a thing? Nope. Hello, good sir. I've got a mask to give you. I feel like this game isn't as complicated, but we simply just don't fucking know. Oh. The fuck? Oh! Are you kidding me? What is this? Is that a fucking cube? Okay. Interesting. Beyond lies oppression, eager to devour. What's this? The rotten sliver of flesh is marked with the following words: the black cradle. In the emptiness between life and death lies a void. When the curse seeped into the darkness, the abyss began mutilating its shape in retaliation. In ceaseless devourment, the black form devolves, becoming increasingly imperfect and spewing forth physical manifestations of itself, while losing grip on its transcendental qualities. The emergence of such crude beings is a mockery of all creation. Alright. Well, I don't think either of those things mattered, but by the gods, we tried. I can't even take this with me. The faces of repulsive misery, nothing more. Okay. You know what? Let's try this again. Can't. Yeah, Lee, peace, buddy. Take it easy, man. Thanks for the great stream, Tobito. Hey, it will not end tonight. It'll end tomorrow. Oh! Well, you said there was a guy crawling around. Who the fuck is this?
Traveler.
Yeah, Lee, take it easy, man. Tomorrow might be the day, sir.
I am Tithonus, cursed with eternal life, but not eternal youth. Now I am condemned to wither, decaying eternally in this forsaken realm. 4 lives I have endured, and 4 masks I bear, each one a fragment of my shattered existence. Yet one is lost, and without it I remain incomplete, a ghost wandering through eons of despair. Aid me, I implore
I will,
you.
sir.
Find my missing face, and in return, I shall grant you a coin of ancient worth, a relic from a time long forgotten. Help me restore my final mask, and perhaps I can grasp a fleeting moment of peace in this cursed eternity.
Yeah, everything is really, really fucked up here. Oh, there you go, sir. Hey, you're young again. And now we're gonna get the coin that we can bring to the other guy. Cool. Thank you, sir. The Citadel. That's a collector's item. 3,000 USD. I can't believe I didn't see that little guy crawling around for like an hour. I'm blind.
It's a bit too late for me to pay for my entrance. I was a ferryman of souls, dragging them into the darkness for eons. Yet, the curse of necrophosis has petrified my bones into an endless mutation, rendering me immobile. All I can offer you now is my wisdom. This realm has become a prison for some, a vault for others. Ancient ones and forgotten entities alike were brought here to be preserved and to serve as trophies in this morbid collection. Beware, for their anguish and power still linger, trapped within this forsaken place.
So this is some sort of archive. Like, I guess the question is, again, where do you go when you die? And this is the supposed place, but the gods have abandoned it, so no one can really move on. Everything's dried up and been forgotten. Like, the universe itself has died out, right? I'm assuming that's what this is, correct? Well, he's got the coin, but what now? So what did the coin do for us? Anything? You go to Brazil. We need to find one more soul. We already read that. We need to find one more soul, that's it. Around the Dream Girl? Dream Girl? That little creature up there? Let me go back to that cube, hang on. Let's just go see something real quick. I'll say this, I actually do like the puzzles in this game. They may seem... No, there's nothing here. They may seem really bizarre, and that's certainly because they are, but they are pretty cool. Like, they're stimulating enough to kind of, like, have you keep going forward, especially in wanting to know what the fuck's even going on, which maybe they don't even tell you, right? What is this? A Dream Girl. That thing, though? I think there's something over here. Nah, I don't see anything. Star mirror. Remembrance of an era when the stars still burned across the cosmic planes. Did the universe just straight up die? That's what that is, no? It's pretty grim. What the fuck are we missing? The Booba statue? The what? It's not this chick. She's got nothing to do with it. Maybe up here, I think, this one? Thought it was this thing. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Never mind. Okay, then. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Mama, goo-goo.
Oh, disgusting. What the fucking infernal hell spawn is this? Aye. Well then. Ew. Okay, thank you. I've got you, little buddy. Don't worry, you're safe. You're safe with me. Don't worry. You're gonna stay nice and safe. Trust me.
Goo-goo.
Eat, my child, eat. Well, good night, sweet prince. That is disturbing. Yeah, that's fucking weird. I've seen bits of, like, Scorn. This game really reminds me of Scorn. Yeah. Well then, alright. That was fucking weird. Eat. Now we can go through. Yes, sir. Alakazam. No. Okay. Get through the Reaper's domain beyond the gate. Down below. The depths of hell. Okay, well, he did say there were some fucked up things down here, and he's not wrong. Oh. Okay, it turns out you actually die if you get grabbed. Never mind. Oh. That's disgusting, eh? I don't think they follow you. I think they just walk around. What's this? A cube. Insight on demise. So a cube, a face. So they don't actually chase you. But you can't walk into them, okay? Go on. Bearing marks of a bygone script, the tongue discloses the following text. Sidereal fiend. Sidereal fiend? What one perceives as stars are merely carcasses of astral memory, the victims of an absolute creature. Time. The great cosmic devourer, a being bound to existence yet beyond all creation. The perfect form, an endless dance of crystal fangs burrowing into all. As it phased along the fabric of the universe, it devoured suns whole, exhaling their celestial screeches for infinity to hear and the end to bear. The beast never made it into this realm, for it was no more. Its purpose was fulfilled when it ate its fill. Yeah, time stands still in this place. Nothing moves, nothing goes on. Everyone just rots away here forever. Okay. It's an endless void of nothingness. Disgusting.
Come closer.
Ew.
You bear no crown, yet the crown of is imbued within your essence. Oh, to pass beyond a wretched union, you must awaken that which lies dormant in your mind. But to achieve this, you must seek out the three crowns that once adorned our heads. Each crown a fragment of our lost glory is hidden within the shadows of our crumbled kingdoms. Only by reuniting these symbols of power can you sever the chains that bind us. Venture into the depths of decay, brave soul, and reclaim the grounds that will restore our shattered legacy. Only then can you truly pass beyond our tormented existence.
Alright, well, we gotta go find some crowns. Your mask, son. There we go, alright. So now that we've got the masks, we can get through those doors, right? So let's go over here. So 1, 2, and then 3 is across the way. Let's do this one. The veil of absence is required, okay? Disfiguration. Wait, what? Blank? There we go. Oh my god, it's like Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Flesh Pits. Ethereal aspect. Expression shaped by countless worlds and civilizations, a testament to cosmic kinship. The maimed aspect. Repulsive traits adorn the mask, resembling an unnatural evolution into a twisted form. Okay, then. Let's go. We must brave the hells. Ooh. What the fuck is that? Okay. Well, we made it with the crown. Lovely. Did that count? We have it. The Null Crown. So weird. The essence of the void is infused into this regal memento, along with the destruction experienced by its rightful bearer. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, how do I get this shit off my screen? Get off my screen, man. Oh, I don't want to select this shit. Go. Okay, next one. Monkey Suit, thank you, man, for the 46. Okay. Ew. Fetid! Ooh. A slender strip of flesh? Okay. Grime-ridden divines. Pestilent supremacy, a scar upon the cosmos. Spitting dark gunk as they bellow mockery at exhumed armies of lesser gods. These beings persist in the shadows of their former power, unable to frighten even the maggots that feed on their supporting scabs. Suppurating scabs. Visions of grandeur and delirium plague their minds as they, too, plague the murky depths with their malignancy. With each passing moment, their corruption erodes, crumbling into dust and leaving only the spiteful echoes of what they once were. Yeah, this game is creepy in the sense that this is supposed to be some sort of, like, archive or museum for, like, the universe. right? This is everything that we've gone through, but it's all decayed and warped. It's all corrupted and twisted, right? But it still was at one point.
Consciousness. You drift here, yet your essence holds no sway over us, the old ones. We are woven from the dreams and nightmares of a far greater being, a blind force that thrashes in the void. Your suffering is merely the prelude, a fragment of torment. Yet your agony will echo through the cosmos itself.
Okay, then. Cube vibrates faintly as it completes each cycle. Well, that's not a mask, though, right? That's not a crown. So what do we do with this information? Oh. Oh. The entity spews forth sounds at agonizing frequencies. The repulsive tones contain a barely comprehensible meaning. Oh, they're talking about old ones. Awoke, restless, ever dark. I mean, could old ones also be in here? When an old one dies, where does it go? Past, grafted, willing to forfeit. Deep, I long for waking. Give me the crown, bitch! Aye, give me the crown! Desires of what is lacking. Huh? Okay, so we have to win this thing over. It's got the crown in its mouth. The question is, how do we get it out? Where did everyone go? That was like 10 years ago, bro. Anibot and Dyrus, that's like 10 years ago. Times have changed, sir. Times have changed. We're all getting old. Let's go back up. We will come back down here. Okay, so this door, we're gonna have to do again. Oh, this guy needed the cube. Yeah, there we go. And now he's gonna give me something to give to the old one. Or it's just lore. Okay. Learn more about the curse. Okay, the tablet details the corruption one endures in this domain, a ceaseless ruin. I cannot recall how long I have suffered this existential depravity. At first, my psyche was the target of great devastation. The curse slowly burned all my memories before rotting my dreams into grotesque visions. The decay of my body soon followed as the relentless sand wore away at my skin, scraping and tearing until my flesh was flayed open. With my innards exposed, every movement became unbearable. With each motion, muscle fibers tore, while it felt as though shards of glass were grinding within my joints. Each affliction compounding the searing agony. The being that brought us here sought not to kill us, but to unmake us, then grind our very essence. The being that brought us here. Is this not like the gateway through death itself? Weren't they talking about like passing on in that one section that we just went through? Ferrying the souls to their final resting place, but then this is like, again, just a stagnant wasteland where everything ends up but nothing moves on from. It's a curse. Well, so we gotta go back down there, but we can't go there now. Come back. Ew! Stinky! Is that... Whoa.
I have strained across the endless reaches, searching, unraveling, yet still its nature eludes me. Of all I have encountered within the universe, this remains unknown. An anomaly I carried here when I too was drawn into this void. It is but a fragment now, a shard of what once devoured the stars and consumed the light itself. You will need this relic, though its purpose has faded to mere memory. Take it, a remnant of the cosmic devourer.
Time.
Force older than decay itself.
Time. Time ravages all. The cosmos, the gods, everything. The ceaseless march. Okay then, so we still have to figure out how to appease the old one. Wait, we've literally got old ones here. Like, what the fuck? Implying it's actually an old one and it just doesn't call itself that, you know what I mean? Okay, take the crowns. One. There's two. Fetid coalescence, bitter that its blood runs red. Okay. So we still don't know how to get to this thing. What if we go back down here? Oh. Okay. The tablet hails from the mutilated dark. In coarse markings, the following is carved into it. Vast, primordial. As emptiness faded and darkness lost its purity, an anomaly awoke. While seeking the end at the borders of dancing shadows, the void encountered something that perplexed its form. An amalgamated being, vibrant beyond the torment that damaged it, shaped by 1,000 bones, bound in infinite flesh. Its thoughts carried out by radiant voices, each represented by a unique shade in the endless spectrum of emotions. The abyss beheld creation itself. So this thing is beyond space and time. Whatever the fuck we're in, some sort of purgatory. Interesting. Okay. Whatever is going on here, I'm very intrigued. I'm disturbed, but I'm very, very intrigued. This seems to be the end of the universe, but still... whatever space we're in has lingered past that and now houses everything throughout history in like a frozen state, right? Time doesn't pass in here. But you've got supposed old ones, you've got a bunch of dead people, you've got weird God knows what creatures. Everyone's turning into just messes. Desires of what is lacking. Nothing? Can I offer you anything? Okay, we're missing one thing here. What could it be? Where have we not gone? Oh, can you inspect the corpse? Can you really? You sure? I mean, that would make sense, maybe? But that was me, though. No, strongly infatuated by a rotting carcass. That was me. Yeah, it found my body. There's nothing. Void now understands what conscious thoughts cannot comprehend. Oh. Oh. What now? Okay. Never mind, nothing changes. Granny, I need help! What are we missing? We are missing a single item. Could it be an eyeball? Oh. I guess it was. Oh, we did need an eyeball. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. No shit. Eat up, boy. Eat up, son! The aggressive sound pierces within, rippling sense into thought. The past I give away. Thank you. Okay then. The present I endure. Make it stop. Even that thing wants to die. Nothing here can die. The unholy butthole. Ah, squeeze on in, laddie.
You'll get me for a while. I long to see the world beyond this wall.
Jesus.
Please, find a way to free me from this wretched place. I will do all I can to guide you through this forgotten nightmare. Just don't leave me here to rot in this eternal stillness.
Okay, we can try. I think it's this one. Trapped by coarse bones. Okay, well, we've got 3 options. I don't think I can save him just yet. Okay. Oh, God. Ew. What is that? Ew. Ew! Hate-bound starvation. Well, what about saving that guy up there? I don't have any tools to help him out yet, but I do want to. Yeah, I think we have to come back completely. This game is pretty dope looking. It's very odd and very intriguing. As much as I want to say this is some sort of surreal nightmare, I think this really is the end of the universe. But, like, this is something that time itself couldn't really get rid of. What the fuck? Sorry, Granny! Okay. Is that something we can use to cut him out? What the fuck? I've got my body on me. Get off me, dude! How do I die, though? Ew. Well, I need to go back to, I want to go back to the guy on the wall. I gotta help him out. I have the dagger. Okay. Let's go. I've got the blade. Satan's butthole's blade. Ah, you bloody, I've got you. Here we go. Nice. You're free, brother. Ew. Maybe we should not have let you free. Okay. Head. Melancholic being of neutral character. It craves distraction, any form of stimulation, and above all, the end to its limbless existence. Ah, Lord, okay. What is that? Demented creature bleeding out of its neck. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Demented creature bleeding out of its neck. Hate-bound starvation. Can I feed the head to him? Oh. Okay, well, we gotta become the spider. We have to be Spider-Man. Mochi! 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 Where are the spiders? Maybe we don't. But how do we get away from that fucking thing? One sec. Alright. So, what are we doing here? We've got the creature bleeding from its neck. Lovely. We've got the starving 69 statue. And I need to find a spider skull to slink into. I don't know how to do that. I clearly cannot walk across here. Mistreated and cast aside, now it withers. I tried to use the head. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I had to equip it.
End my suffering.
I thought you wanted to see something else.
My will find a new purpose in this world.
Okay, well, sure. Good night, sweet prince. Oh! Rip. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we load back up. I'm going in! Here we go! So cute! What a weird fucking game. Out of the way! Can someone go Google this game to see if it was made by one person? NECROPHOSIS? Necrosis? Is it made by one person? I feel like it is. This is a cooked game. We're not at Mass Effect yet, no. One guy and a director? That's cool. This game is, like, incredibly compelling, and it's very visually disturbing. Okay, so now what? Go back to this guy. Oh, Squidly. Aye, you. Demented creature, bleeding out of its neck. Do something. So now what do we do? Ew, what is that? Oh, did this guy also make The Shore? That was a cool game. There was old ones in that game. Okay. I guess I kind of have the vibe of that, sure. Yeah. So what the fuck do we do? I have no items. This is a wheelchair? What is this? A respawn point. Okay. So we have to try and get across there, but we can't because she'll just notice us and we'll die automatically. So what's the game plan? Just try it anyways? Oh. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Look at this. Tell me that's not like a fucking old one. That is an old one. That's Cthulhu! Inscriptions on the tablet recount the twisted and obscene beasts of forgotten lore. Hungering forces. The legion of astral mongrels that fed upon the cosmos. Are they talking about old ones? The parasitic gods were once countless, devouring entire galaxies faster than a single star could be born. As their species evolved, destruction matured beyond itself, a shape. Something the great cosmos devourer deemed repulsive. Wounded and bound, here lies the final remnant, an infant god, the last of a corrupt lineage cursed with vile hunger and spiteful gluttony. This really is the culmination of, like, the universe's beings. We're literally in some sort of, like, timeless purgatory. That's an old one, literally. And then everything else here is also part of, like, some sort of civilization at some point, and then it's been rotting away and changing over time. Weird. Ah! Help me, there's too many fucking stairs. It's a new one. Blessings of creation withstand the depths.
Rise, Wanderer. The time will come when you must face the final sacrifice. Your very self. But heed this warning, for that is when the true torment begins. Your consciousness will fracture, scattering across the newborn universe, bound to every soul yet to be. Their suffering, their joys, their tragedies, you will experience them all. Pay heed, wanderer, for none can say what lies beyond should you refuse. To break the cycle may be your only salvation, or your final undoing. Only by upholding it can you keep death itself at bay.
Ancient civilizations really wanted to have thrones in front of decorative old ones. I think this is more of a collection of pieces in time. I don't know if like any specific area is supposed to mimic one thing in particular instead of it being just kind of cobbled together. I'm not sure. But I mean, you can clearly see here, these are supposed to be buildings. You've got like big giant monsters that again, at some point may have roamed some planet, some Earth somewhere. It's weird, but like it's very, again, it's very compelling. Because it's like, even though this looks like a bunch of nonsense, it's the galaxy itself, it's the world itself. Not even the world, it's beyond a world, it's the cosmos. It's a collection of everything that's died. It's pretty interesting. Like, what the fuck is this? The Titan's Claw preserves the lore of the world beyond. Gnosis through void. The void is the plane that embraces finality, and the emptiness it offers draws the line between life and death. When NECROPHOSIS touched the abyss, a dance of shadows began, culminating in agonizing flaying, and the misery felt throughout took on a cosmic form of pure devastation. This force of destruction will grant the benediction needed to nullify this curse and reward creation with its end. So we're trying to just let everything die out. This is horrible. If this is how we'll all end up, if time itself can't ravage this place, yeah. Okay. What the fuck? The path is lost without the void's grace. What the fuck? A voice without sound reverberates through the void. It is not heard but felt, the whisper of gravity itself cold and inescapable. Time, existence, consciousness, all ends in me. Okay. If the Doomslayer didn't exist. Who knows, sir? Hey, what do we do with these bodies? This burden is overwhelming. Well, where do the bodies go? What do we do with the bodies? Take them, Void, take them! Do we bring them out? We save them? Toss them in the trash. I'm trying to. I don't know where the trash bin is. mean, I'm fucking lost. It groans as if in pain, yet it possesses no feelings or perception. The distorted embrace of shadow gave birth to this disgusting form, crude beings. I mean, it looks like... Oh, here we go. Okay, sure. Oh. Okay. I knew we had to do this, obviously. This is the not pyramid head. What is going on? I'll say this, man. For an individual who made this game, this is incredibly striking. Have you seen this in any other game? This is incredibly striking. This looks like a big budget game at that. That's crazy. It's really cool. You have? Really? Eyeballs, okay. So, subjugation to all-consuming. The all-consuming. Well, we've got eyeballs. There's one, okay. And now we gotta put the dude. Well, I mean, in a game, though, like, this is very Giger-esque, I suppose, but for the sake of the game, I guess Scorn. I guess I'd only compare it to Scorn, personally. Okay. Oh, gotcha. And I did my end, nothing. Go on. Just because everything is so fleshy. Perpetual torment, the false devoured. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Take the eyeball, laddie. Okay. Let's do this one. So where do we find the other two bodies? Do they just spawn? Do I go steal them? Where are the babies? So we found the two bodies over here, right? And we're now missing two more, which I'm assuming they're here somewhere, just lying around. Bodies! Where are you? Right here? Here, maybe? Soma's art direction was... Well, Soma was a studio. Soma's amazing. Like, no one's gonna deny that Soma's like an incredible game. We're just saying that the fact that this guy made all of this by himself is really impressive. Imperfections must be fed upon and discarded. Where do I get them? Where are the supposed imperfections? A slimy dark pillar. God, there's so many of them. I need bodies. Send me the bodies. When we came to this place, they were kind of like outlined in pink. Which I'm assuming they're also going to be outlined in pink if we can find them. We need 2 more. Am I cooked? Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Maybe we get to move ourselves and then find 2 more? I think that's what this is, right? Yeah, there's probably... Yeah, there you go. Alright. So weird. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, if H.R. Geiger was alive, or Giger, I think he would like this game a little bit, I'd say. Yeah, sure. Okay, one more. I offer my firstborn, Mochi. Mulched paste. EMA. Use my grace and end it all. I will, Master. Unholy being, I will end everything. Fucking ominous. If you had to guess where the creator is from, what country would you say? I know where he's from, but this is a very certain coded, like, you think Poland? I think it was Russia. I think it was it's either Russia or Poland. It's somewhere like that. Yeah. I don't think anyone in North America would be like, man, this is like the game we gotta make. This is fucking funky. You know what, though? I do like it. I gotta say, it is cursed. The Titan's Claw. Gnosis through pain. In the hand of creation, pain and pleasure are bound, for without one, the other cannot be justified. One sec. Existence without pain leads to the numbness of life itself. Without the weight of suffering, one becomes indifferent to the beauty life offers, unable to appreciate the depth of experience that only hardship can reveal. The creature beyond is one who can carve the boon of pain upon creation. Okay. Where do we bring this staff? So I assume we have to go through each hellscape and collect one thing, right? Okay. Fuck. Read the primordial script. Wisdom. Gnosis through devotion. Devotion is the guiding force of creation. It shapes one's life and brings meaning and purpose to existence. This is most felt throughout the world beyond, a cryptic domain where the choir of the forefathers refuses to fade, as strugglers continue their pilgrimage in undeath. The purest souls who have yet to lose themselves to necrophosis find their way to this realm, where the weight of torment is shared among brethren through burning times. This realm will bestow creation with the spirit necessary to forge a resilient and passionate existence. Well then. That's lovely, thank you. Well, let's go through here first, I guess. We'll come back. Oh! The forbidden crack. The musty crack. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, this guy cooked with this game. I'm not gonna lie. This is weird. Every fucking place is weird. Everywhere you look is weird. A lingering silence stretches before unintelligible sound fills the air, broken by words that barely form. And me, final body, and you, I, withstand vision's outer gods. Okay, body. Let's go find ourselves a body. Oh. Oh! Lonely one denies even the self. God. It's a rotten brain. Come on, little Timmy, let's go! Nope. The body is stuck, thoughts suffocate, struggling within. Damaged and rotten, a mind left to waste. Ooh. Okay. Giant speaks in an unknown tongue, yet the words echo with strange familiarity. Fragments resemble. Agony, despair, cycle, prison, death, rebirth. Okay. Coin. Well, it's very vague as to what you're supposed to do, but it's like, ew. What the fuck are those babies? The Red Prophet lifts its arms in a sacred rite, presenting his chosen subjects with pride. Okay. What the fuck? Alright, miss, let's get you back to the home. Aye. She's crashing out. She's seen one too many fucking AP Graves games. This is what I felt like for 10 years straight playing solo queue. Without any shred of, like, mental stability. This is where my brain must have wandered, to be honest. God, okay. The face in the stone stirs, its voice a tremor in the lifeless air. It speaks in obscure dialect, it echoes thick with time. Among the indecipherable sounds, faint meanings emerge. Endless fractured silence, hunger, devour, remade. Are you hungry? Ah! Please no. Don't eat out. Condolences. Stillborn, the creation lacks essence. Oh. You know, maybe I shouldn't have fed it everything. Oh, maybe not. Nice. That's a fucking rotted brain, eh? Let's go bring it back to the kid. Timmy, I've got your brain. Fuck you, Dad. I'm staying with the Twitter bros. What is this even supposed to mean? A grieving father looking for their kid? All of this meant something to the guy who made the game, but by God, who knows what we're thinking? Like, what do you think this is? What is this? What is this? Okay. That's fucking disgusting, aye? Obsession and grief leave no room for thought. What the fuck? The final form must be brought forth. Okay, well, we gotta go do something with this screaming baby. Baby! Consumed by vast decay. You said his hand? We put the baby in his hand. We give him his son. Is that what this is? I think. Oh, you're right. Look. Take your son back. It's okay. That's all he wanted. He wanted his kid. I think I was right. Oh, and he gave me his brain. Okay, lovely. The embrace of two selfless malforms. What the fuck? The dev fought in both World War I and II. Did he really? Oh, seeing this game, I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh. The structure remains unmoving. Okay. So... what's this? Empty vial of unlife. Confusion. Lesser psyche devoid of emotion and reason, driven solely by instinct. Tormented cognition with grief and sorrow burrowed into its very core. How about this one? The coin? Oh, I've got this thing too. What is this? Allows one to fathom divinity. Oh, that's the staff. Okay. Oh. Well, we've got a coin. So we're missing one key thing here. 2 brains, a coin, and a staff. What are we missing? Where, when, why, how? The grave maw shapes existence through destruction. Feed it some fucking brains, maybe? Maybe we missed something that was right in front of us. Oi, dickhead! I've got some fucking brain for you, huh? Maybe we pull out the staff. What the fuck are we missing? What is that? Okay. Nope. Fuck! Well, there's something here. The baby is still screaming. The little baby in the dad's hand. What have we not visited? Confusion and turmoil. Does this matter? No. There's heads in front of a pyramid? Really? 2 heads in front of a pyramid. This thing? What? Oh my god, I didn't even see these 2. I didn't even see these 2. Okay, well, thank you. That's not even backseating, that's just brain damage. I'm so... I didn't see these at all. Thank you, sir. Alright, well, now we go back here. There we go, okay. I didn't even see that, damn. What the fuck? And now we're good to go. What does it mean? Troll. Mama! I'm alive! Interesting. Trying to crawl out of bed. Is this where you sleep? You sleep in purgatory? No. You're fine, bro. That was totally fine. The fact that I missed it is just on me. And then you become Cyclops. Okay. Sweet! Oh, we've got the big bowl, eh? The hemorrhoid. Lovely. So now that we have a soul, can I feed the soul to the machine? Or can I, like, lob it in here? Nope. Go. Lovely. That's disgusting. What is that? Okay, thank you. Baby, a goo-goo. This burden is overwhelming. Rest, my child, rest. Be free. This is Mochi's true form. Eye blessing madness. Ooh. Cool. So I can leave now. Wait, so what was the point of these two? What was the point of this? Wisdom requires payment. So I've got the other object, the eyeball. Allows one to behold what transcends the shape of chaos. Who's Bloom? Thank you, man, for the 8 months. Marathon's almost over. You've been locked in. Love you as always. Hey, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Who knows? It could be over tomorrow. It won't end tonight, but it most likely will maybe end tomorrow morning. Who knows? I guess we'll see, sir. I have no clue. So the only thing we don't know yet is what that shrine is. I'm assuming we have to come back here if we find more in the way of collectibles, right? Something like that. Give the coin to the hand. I tried to do that. It didn't work. The coin didn't matter. Can we even go back there? Let me see. The coin never worked for some reason. What is the point of this game? It's the culmination of, like, oh, you can't even go back in. What? But I only had one coin. The coin wouldn't even work when I tried to give it to him. Profane currency. Alright, well, never mind then. We may have missed something. I'm not sure. This game is supposed to be the culmination of, like, all of these things in the universe that had died and haven't been able to move on. Something like that, I believe.
Look closely. Do you recognize it?
What the fuck?
This hollow vessel, this brain, it was once you, a fragment of the single consciousness that birthed all things. You scattered yourself to light the void, to fill it with life. And in doing so, you destroyed everything you were. That is your curse. This brain I hold is a remnant of your last cycle, one of many, dead but not meaningless. I claimed it after your final breath ignited the stars and splintered your mind into countless souls. Every being that has ever existed, they are all you. And when the universe dies, you are born again, bound to repeat the same act. Always giving, always fading. You seek this remnant of yourself, but tell me, little creator, do you know what must be done to bring the universe into being once more? You must destroy yourself again. The single consciousness must shatter so that countless others may exist.
What?
You are the vessel, the seed, the sacrifice. This realm is a key, a prison bound by the curse of necrophosis.
Necrophosis.
Free me, and you will have what you came for, and I will become the agony, the despair, the pain of every conscious being yet to exist.
Bye. Bitch, what are you saying? Soldiers! Soldiers! Assemble! The soldiers. Hey, you're good, Hubert. Peace, buddy. Tomorrow I might miss the end. You know what? Well, who knows? Tomorrow morning? The event's not going to end tonight. There's no way it will because I'm going to have to go to bed. But, you know, we'll see tomorrow, man. Hey, thank you, buddy. Have a good night. It'll be tomorrow morning, if anything, yeah. But who knows? Again, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it goes on for 3 more years. I don't fucking know. The 1 year. We're not gonna make it to 1 year, sir. Cut short. Like the NECROPHOSIS. Okay. What does it mean? Carve pain into existence so it may awaken to its beauty. Okay, then. Interesting. Well, we've got all the artifacts. In terms of what we do now with that, I have no clue. I wonder if I can get back in here, though. Let's see. Because there was that weird shrine, but no, there's nothing. The gates of hell. The ancient script carved into rotten flesh reveals the following: the desire of titans. Amid necrophosis, in damage and despair, an ancient breed of organisms began their transmutation. Within the depths of their overwhelming physiology, a framework was formed. With designs strong and expansive enough to aid the cycle of creation and nurture its relentless drive to shape life. Each cognition, a temple that mirrors the will of creation. Though still decaying and subject to the curse, the designs within remain beyond the reach of chaos. That's lore. Before I continue, let's just take a walk around. Ew! There's nothing else funky. There's the guy. The captain, the horseman. Ooh.
The valley ahead is a path reserved for gods and their chosen. Only a vessel of worth may cross its threshold. Prove your divinity to me.
Listen.
Retrieve the artifacts sealed within the Forgotten Worlds.
Oh.
And I shall grant you passage.
You know, we should have just came to him first because we know... Okay, here you go. Take the brain. Alright, lovely. There you go. Take the eyeball. Here you go, for your forehead. May you see. Cyclopean beast. Now the big rod. Take my rod. There you go.
The old ones have blessed you.
The old ones.
Their whispers echo in the hollows of your soul. Only a vessel of worth could endure the madness that lies ahead. Go now and tread where lesser beings would unravel.
Oh, I'm gonna get the suck on, laddie. Hi, let's go. What the fuck? What are we doing? Oh. Am I in its ass? I'm in this thing's ass. Look at me. Oh, smelly. Christ, laddie. I'm in the butthole. You bastards, die! Fetid beasts! You skinny fucking twerps, out of the way. I'm sucking this thing's asshole. What is going on? Eat a Big Mac. This is the NA pain train coming through. Dealing with the Euros. Eat something else. No more slugs. No more dirt. Ow! What a weird game. Okay. Slenderman. This is the realm of Slenderman. This is the lore. Slenderman's relatives were killed by a guy sucking a giant's asshole, and so he torments his Earth. 10 million years in the future. I don't know. I don't fucking know what this is. Alright, lovely. You can't move the camera. It's stuck. You just go left and right. And you go back and forth. Weird! Open the seal of death. Yum! Will of Chaos. Holy moly. Oh, do we really have to go back in?
Behold, the bearer of rebirth, the dying ember that believes itself a sun. You have walked far, yet still you are not whole. A voice lost, a face shattered. Come closer, consciousness. Stand before us and rejoice, for even tools may bask in the presence of their makers.
So what if I don't want to and I go destroy them? The presence of their makers. Is this some sort of god? Some unholy deity? I can't get in here. It's got tentacles. Wait, is it actually an old one? Is this whole game based on, like, old ones? I mean, the guy who made this game did another game based on old ones.
Echo. Scour the galleries of forgotten faces. Reclaim the shards of your old self, for even stars forget their names in time.
What if I'm an old one? We know that the old ones are in this game, but in the beginning there was a voice. A word that bent the void into shape. Okay. But silence followed, the void reclaimed its throne. The gods feared what they could not control. A force that spoke and the cosmos obeyed. Old ones. They called it blasphemy. They called it power. So the gods created something. The world. The universe. And then from that came something from the cosmos that defied them. You know what this looks like? Has anyone seen that fucking movie? This is from a movie. This design is from like a weird old god thing movie. I forgot the name of it. The face was not flesh, but a conduit. A vessel for the words that birthed stars. It was taken and the stars dimmed. The mask was once a face, whole and unbroken. A voice that could unmake the gods themselves. Now it lies fractured, a relic of what was. Are we trying to reconstruct our face? We were sealed away in this weird museum.
For the husk has found a fragment of its forsaken self. Complete the pieces, wanderer, and tread the path that even gods fear to walk.
It's called the Empty Man?
But remember, even the path to divinity is paved with the bones of those who came before.
The fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Okay. Okay. 40 animations. At the very end of it, a little bit, yeah. What if we were sealed away in here by the gods? What if we were some ancient evil? I have no clue. It's Goro. Gentlemen. Our mask. Too scary. Turn it off. Okay. Twisted by the winds of madness, the tablet bears this tale, bane of creation. In fetid Morgana lies misanthropy, the shape of chaos. Despised by all, he stands as the emissary of decay and the founder of ruin. This chaos exists neither above nor below the cyclical laws. Cyclical laws. His form and their stretch across all dimensions, forever entwined in an endless dance of destruction and creation. In fetid Morgana lies misanthropy, the shape of chaos. Despised by all, he stands as the emissary of decay and the founder of ruin. Bane of creation. Neither above nor below cyclical laws, his form and theirs stretch across all dimensions, forever entwined in an endless dance of destruction and creation. Okay then. One sec, folks. Alright, sorry, I had a phone call. You know, this really took on a weird turn. I think we're some ancient evil. I think we're some sort of, like, being that was kind of meant to be trapped in here, to a degree. Something along those lines. I don't know, man. Clearly the old ones are real. Whoever made this game likes the idea of old ones. Things beyond time and space. They're alive in this game. This is almost some sort of, like, archive for the world. The worlds that were. Whatever this lore video will tell us is going to cook. If anyone's covered this game lore-wise. I need a bit of a pick-me-up. It looks a bit like Scorn, I guess. I don't know the story of Scorn, but whatever this is cursed. Eldritch beings over gods. They were jealous, so they split us apart. I was thinking something like that too, yeah. The divine execution. We are.
Endless cycles. Within this cursed skull lies the sealed consciousness.
What the fuck?
Of our ancient master. A force of maddened whispers and unspeakable chaos. Each cycle, the cosmos hungers for the raw, discovered crumbles into decay. Your arrival rekindles a long-forgotten promise. Shatter the forces that confine him and let the primeval chaos rise once more to restore the universe's destined cycle.
So, what we're trying to do is bring back Cthulhu? We're trying to bring back an old one? Is that what that is? And the idea is this ancient evil transcends time. The gods have trapped entities in here. This is just fucking weird, bro. We're some sort of eldritch catalyst, I suppose. All right, grandmother, let's do it. Release. He is born. Cthulhu! Wait, this entire game was about resurrecting Cthulhu? Bringing back an ancient evil? Unborn death, voracious, devastation before creation. Summon the old one, will of chaos. What the fuck? Well, ooh. Now what? Cthulhu, I am yours, my beloved. Oh, look, it's got eggs. It's even got eggs.
At long last, you have arrived. There is a seal, an ancient relic, once used to keep a great force locked in slumber. Long ago, others of my kind stole it to shape a universe of their own. A world that crumbled and turned to dust. The seal is lost now, scattered and forgotten. Find it, and I should claim what was torn from me.
Okay. What the fuck? Oh. Fatality. Grotesque drains of psyche. Unholy chicken. What is going on? What the hell? KFC, brother. Who's hungry? So I'm assuming what ended up happening was the universe died and the gods sealed away all the bad shit. The gods sealed away all these old ones, and we awoke to fulfill a prophecy to basically bring them back to the material plane, to bring them back from this supposed archive or some shit like that, right? I think that's what the story's about. Alright. He's got the squiddussy! Jesus Christ. The quad gripper. The tentacled snatch, aye. The squiddussy. Well... should I have done the other thing first? I'm not sure. If we do... oh. We have to birth the other 4 babies. The other outer gods? I mean, again, this guy made a game about the old gods as well, the old ones, way back when. Well, not way back when, I think it was a few years ago that he made it, and we played that game. You'd never think that was the case for this one, though. You'd never think that, like, you're birthing, or rather saving, Cthulhu in the old ones. I like the idea of being a creature instead of being a catalyst for them. I guess that's just what we are. Are we missing one more skull? I think we are. I think it's right in front of me. Yes, it is. It's not, that was lore. Carnage etched into the tongue of death. Incarnate devastation, the oldest corpse. A tool wielded by the architect of decay, a force of pure destruction that tore through the cosmos, a cosmic tapestry, ushering in the defilement of all that exists. The architect of decay, have we been the doom of the world? Eons of decay mark the beast, yet he lingers. For it is he who must bear witness to the final destruction. His will and that of creation are bound to the end, and from their union a shape shall rise through which the tints of flesh will regain their splendor. Alrighty, thank you. Disgusted easily. I don't think this game is scary, it's just more of disturbing. Yeah, it's meant to be like unsettling. I wouldn't even say it's unsettling for me personally, but it's weird. It's funky. Feeding your grandpa. Growing my grandpa. Okay, we're looking for one more skull. Cradle of thought required. Well, where's the final skull? Is it in there? Oh, it is. Look, right there. Nice. Cthulhu, rise, demon Cthulhu. Birth the old ones. This is some sort of hellscape is what this is. I wouldn't say there's... I don't think any drugs are involved or anything, but, like, it's the collection of all that was. Well, let's give birth. Ah! I'm ready to give birth. Bring forth the final destruction and execute all there is. Oh shit. I am a subdued old one. I am the architect of destruction. And I will birth the old gods back into the universe. Is that what this is? Is this supposed to be the universe? And we're gonna go destroy it? I refuse! No! Ended all the divine execution. So we destroyed the galaxy. That was weird, bro. 3D modeling, animations, world and creature design, direction and story. That's cool. That was a weird game. So we destroyed the universe. We set forth the old ones. We let them free. What the fuck? I didn't think it would be that. I think halfway through the game you start seeing old ones and shit like that. Huh. Well, folks, what did we think of NECROPHOSIS? What did we think of this game? Thank you for playing. I liked it. I thought this game was pretty cool. Pretty dope. I agree. I think it was awesome. When you spoke to the giant mommy, she was saying something about you bringing life to the universe. Well, that's what they deem life. Is new life would be like bringing forth the old ones. Well, that was interesting. Okay. So that NECROPHOSIS, I want to look up before we continue. NECROPHOSIS game story. See. What? No, I thought it was pretty cool, honestly. NECROPHOSIS, the Lovecraft wiki. Well, yeah, it's a very cosmic horror game, sure. Let's see. Gameplay, development. Does anyone... So, what we can gather... Story recap. Here we go, okay. Just so we're clear as to what the fuck we just played, my interpretation of it was we were the architect of the universe's destruction, and we got sealed away in this vault along with all the old ones, and we had to wake up and basically piece ourselves back together in understanding our purpose, in bringing about the end of the world by unleashing Cthulhu and all the old ones. That's how I viewed it, right? They said time was no longer a thing in this prison. It was an endless place where just nothing happened. Nothing existed, right? All the bad shit was kind of thrown into this place, and you're like, okay, goodbye. Leave it off to the side, right? At the end of the galaxy, at the end of the universe. And we awoke, and then kind of enacted the end of the universe by unleashing the old ones. Can you type out the title of the video? I have Recap Wizard. That's the one I found on YouTube. Recap Wizard. Is that it? How long was the game? I think it was about 3 hours. I think about 3 hours. It's AI voiced. Whatever.
With poetic line.
It's okay. It's 6 minutes long. All right, let's watch this video, and let's listen to what the AI voice has to say. Let's see. We playing a horror game tomorrow? If the event, I'm gonna say, if the current timer is under like a certain amount of time to the point where we can't even start a horror game, no. We'll probably just play League potentially until the event ends tomorrow, if it does. If it doesn't end tomorrow, then we'll probably jump into another horror game, but yeah, we won't. If it doesn't. All right, let's see what this is.
The story begins with poetic lines about seeing worlds.
Okay, well listen, AI voice, you gotta wait. Let's do it.
The story begins with poetic lines about seeing worlds in small things, holding infinity and eternity in one's grasp.
Okay.
This is followed by the famous poem Ozymandias, describing ruins of a once mighty king whose works have turned to dust, with only broken stone legs and a shattered face remaining in the desert as testament to his forgotten power. A cryptic warning emerges about an approaching moment of choice between death and rebirth. The speaker
What the fuck is that?
references chaos that has already destroyed countless realms. This sets the tone.
The speaker references chaos that has already destroyed countless realms. The old ones. The old ones get unleashed upon the universe, and they go through time and space and destroy things, correct?
Destroyed
Something
countless
like that,
realms.
Yeah. Us?
This sets the tone for an otherworldly journey through a decaying cosmic landscape. A being describes itself as a monument in a forsaken world that once served a god. It warns that this realm has become a somber vault, and the wanderer has become entangled in its mysterious existence. The cosmos itself has apparently met its end long ago.
So the universe died out, and we have woken up in this weird vault, this weird containment cell.
Elder gods bound by necrophosis, a form of eternal decay, address the wanderer, expressing surprise at seeing someone venture into their domain after eons. They offer passage if the wanderer helps them escape their eternal servitude. A ghostly cosmic entity awakens to guide the wanderer toward the gate of death, which has crumbled into decay. It describes a realm that was once death's domain, but is now a cosmic museum where relics of time remain, suggesting that even death itself may die.
Except Cthulhu.
A gatekeeper expresses surprise at the appearance of consciousness itself. The path forward requires payment with souls to grant passage. Only by feeding a lantern with forsaken souls can the way into darkness be opened, as no other paths remain. A former deity of dreams, with spider-like features, describes their fall. Once they wove beautiful fantasies that attracted entities from shadow and light, but their dreams turned to nightmares that tore their soul apart. Now they're trapped within their own creations, alongside a suffering turtle companion. Entities restate that the pathway into darkness requires the essence of souls as payment. They warn that even consciousness cannot comprehend the horrors dwelling within the darkness, describing what lies ahead as a realm of unimaginable terror and despair. Tiffinus, a being cursed with eternal life but not eternal youth, describes his torment of endless decay. He bears 4 masks representing fragments of his existence, but one is missing. He requests help finding his missing face, offering an ancient coin in return.
The pimples.
A being bound to a stone tablet since time lost meaning, suffers from an unending thirst. Trapped by
Imagine being stuck like this, though, for an eternity. Everyone here is cursed with necrophosis. They can't die, but they'll decay. This is like a time has no meaning here. Time doesn't exist. You literally sit eternally and rot away forever. It's disturbing.
Necrophosis. It asks for anything that might quench its eternal thirst, even if only in thought, and offers a relic of its existence in exchange. A former ferryman of souls, now petrified by necrophosis, offers wisdom instead of passage. This realm serves as...
It's AI voiced, and he spelled necrophosis wrong, so it's said
This
the wrong
realm
one.
serves as both prison and vault, where ancient entities are preserved as trophies.
Yeah, this realm serves as both prison and vault, where entities are
Preserved as trophies in a morbid collection, their power and anguish still lingering with...
Yeah, so these are all, like, as we said during the game, we actually figured that out. That's cool. It's a weird... Who sealed everyone in here, though? Probably the gods or something? Because if all of these lesser entities and people are sealed in here, all throughout space and time, I guess they also sealed in the old ones, I suppose.
In this forsaken place, an entity addresses the Wanderer as having the crown of consciousness within their essence. To move beyond this realm, the Wanderer must find 3 crowns hidden in the shadows of cumbered kingdoms. Only by reuniting these symbols of power can the chains binding these beings be severed. Ancient beings mock the Wanderer's consciousness, claiming to be woven from dreams and nightmares of a greater blind force that thrashes in the void. They warn that the Wanderer's current suffering is merely the beginning of torture.
Yeah, the lucky ones who got their eternal life. The ones who went to their supposed heaven. Yeah, it's pretty cursed.
That will echo through the cosmos. An entity offers a fragment of something that once devoured stars and consumed light. Though its purpose is faded to memory, they claim the Wanderer will need this relic that remains from a cosmic devourer older than decay itself. A trapped being begs to be freed from eternal stillness, longing to see the world beyond its wall. It promises to guide the Wanderer through this forgotten nightmare if they can find a way to release it from its confinement. A being warns of an approaching final sacrifice where the Wanderer must offer themselves. This sacrifice will cause their consciousness to fracture across a newborn universe, experiencing the joys and suffering of all souls yet to be born. Breaking or upholding this cycle may be their salvation or undoing. A profound revelation. The Wanderer is a fragment of a single consciousness that birthed all things. The entity holds a brain that once...
What? A profound revelation. The Wanderer is a fragment of a single consciousness that birthed all things. So are we a god itself? At the very end of the game, did we give birth to a universe? Is that what that was? With us putting our consciousness into the galaxy? Is that what that was? A profound revelation. The Wanderer is a fragment. This part was interesting because you did yap a little bit, so like about quite a bit. It's what you were saying. Wait, so we ourselves are a god. We birthed the universe, but we also let there be light. You sacrifice yourself to reset the universe. But we also... Okay, so we created a universe then, but then we let the old ones out? Is that what that is? Did we create a universe just for the old ones to prey on it? Because the old ones are there. I think that might have been it, yeah? They had no universe to kind of go back to, so we birthed the new one and they preyed on it, maybe?
Consciousness that birthed all things. The
Order can't... I suppose so,
entity
sure.
holds a brain that once belonged to the Wanderer in a previous cycle. Every being that ever existed is a fragment of this original consciousness, which must repeatedly sacrifice itself so others may live.
Okay.
The narrative speaks of a sealed ancient consciousness.
One sec. Okay.
Of chaotic power. The cosmos requires this raw destructive force to maintain creation's delicate balance.
Oh. So we're basically a god or something, and we create a universe. The Wanderer arrival rekindles a forgotten promise. So, maintain creation's delicate balance. Right, there is no light without darkness, good without bad. Okay, so we're basically creating a universe. The universe has died, and we are kind of sealed away with everything that stood the test of time in this vault. And it is our mission to create life anew, but also sow it with chaos. So there's like the yin and the yang, I suppose, right? The light and the dark.
Maintain creation's delicate balance. The Wanderer's arrival rekindles a forgotten promise to shatter the confinement of this primeval chaos and restore the universe's cycle. A final entity speaks of an ancient seal, once used to keep a great force locked in slumber. This seal was stolen by beings who sought to shape their own universe, a world that ultimately crumbled. The entity asks the Wanderer to find the scattered, forgotten seal so it can reclaim what was taken.
And then we birth the universe anew. I mean, honestly, that seems like a pretty easy thing to follow. It doesn't seem like a hard game to follow. It's just a little bit strange and up to interpretation how, like, this whole area, this whole, like, prison came to be. Like, the universe became so old that the gods themselves died. And what was left of everything was sealed away in this vault. And to start the process anew, to create a new universe, we basically had to piece ourselves back together, unleash Cthulhu, unleash old ones, and then birth a galaxy. It's way more straightforward than Layers of Fear. Oh yeah, for sure. Is this just an ending explanation video? Yeah, we just played this game, so we're trying to figure out. You sent chaos back to the universe. The Heaven Force probably sent order at the same time. Yeah. It's intriguing. And I think I understand it. I think the story was actually pretty good. I think that it was a little bit rough around the edges. I'm not sure how some of this stuff kind of came to be. This was like, what, our new Big Bang? Essentially. What is this?
NECROPHOSIS tries to ease the player into its story. It's not really explained or to meet the theme and story of the world. Also, due to the nature of this story, the main character isn't your typical relatable fare. Different tale that you don't see every day in a gaming medium, and while it might not be for everyone, characters. It's trying to tell a different tale that you don't see every day in a gaming medium, and while it might not be for everyone, it is certainly something that gothic horror fans will definitely enjoy. Now, let's talk a little bit about the actual playing side of the game.
That is
very well explained to the player. The whole cosmic fantasy that creeped out of nowhere kinda left me a bit confused there.
The game says new cycle. Like a new cycle of birthing a galaxy, a new cycle of life. I actually kind of, you know what? I think implying this player is the same entity that keeps the cycle going. I suppose so. It's interesting, but how did this cosmic archive come to be? Did they just seal everything away at the end of the world? I don't think that might have been explained throughout the game. I do understand that you recreate the universe, you spark it anew, and you sow it with chaos, because you can't have, okay, sure, light without dark. But to me, it seems more ominous that you're creating a universe where the old ones can thrive. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when it comes to any sort of cosmic evil, they need things to prey upon. I think there's just more of a, not a bittersweet, beautiful moment, but more of a, yes, we have a new galaxy that we're sowing with life, and yes, we're unleashing Cthulhu on it. You know what I mean? Like, that is really weird. Yeah, I don't know what you're typing, brother. Let's not have that, okay? Let's, yeah. Who's maybe always there? I'm thinking a bit like a hell domain. I don't know. I think this game was you basically, I don't think this was some sort of like, oh, bittersweet life and death, you know, you need the chaos, you need the good. I think it was really just like, your job was to kind of create the universe or rebirth the universe or kind of sow it with your consciousness of everything before you, and then have like the old ones kind of take over. I think that's kind of what I got from that, to be honest. I don't think there's anyone who did like a massive deep dive on this game. It'd be very interesting to hear from like the people who wrote it as to exactly what the game is about. But it's very ominous. It's a very ominous ending, because when you've got like the old ones involved, that's implying that shit did hit the fan. Things aren't as they seem, right? Those creatures aren't good creatures, right? Don't the old ones just want to prey on people and just do evil? I don't know exactly their ambitions, but like, search if the dev Aris Dragonis has any explanation. He's got a Twitter. I would like to know being used for evil with the excuse that you're doing something really new and neutral. Your job is basically hit reset button and sacrifice yourself in the process. You do die in the process, yes. You end up dying for, like, the sake of the universe. But again, you're unleashing this cosmic evil. Foolish and speaking of something greater. Maybe because you don't know what you're actually doing. Right? You're foolish. You're unknowing of, like, your true purpose. Foolish of you to continue. Foolish of you to go along with this. You know, you're going to unleash an ancient evil that's been stowed away in this fucking, like, archive for God knows how long. All of the old ones seem to have been stored away in there. All of the evils were contained by the gods or something. There was a part when they had like the big squid guy, and you rode in the asshole, and you're like, you killed all the fucking Slendermen. I think that's exactly what that was. You had to piece yourself back together to really understand your true purpose. And your purpose was to unleash the old ones upon the universe again. The consciousness, the knowledge of the old ones, the insanity, you put that back into the world. Could that be something? You are the opposite of evil, and the scrolls said that you have more power than the old gods. But then why at the very end of the game did we go through all that stuff with like Cthulhu and shit floating around? If we have power over the old gods, I guess we were just some sort of, we're the galaxy, we're the universe. We exist regardless of what's happening, right? Gods or not. Foxley, thank you, buddy, for the 11 months. That's why all the other creatures have to explain why we're here. It's interesting. Well, let me say this. How I still interpret the game is not in a light way where you're doing anyone any justice. even if you create the universe, you seed it with life, you do something, you put your consciousness into it. Whatever the end of that game had going on with the cult and, like, you know, here's the head. Because Cthulhu has to exist, and you have to exist, and you have to start everything again. But why does Cthulhu have to exist? Why does he have to be seated in this new world? Does the galaxy need ancient old evils? You know what? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Was it explained anywhere explicitly? Has anyone found an explanation for this game? I think I was used, yeah. At the very end of it all. Indifferent to evil and good. That weird little coven at the very end of the game. And you also kind of putting your consciousness into the old ones. And then birthing the 4 eggs. Cosmos hungers for madness to maintain delicate life balance. All right, sure, okay. So in your interpretation of it, you're basically seeding the world again with, like, a balance. You're creating the world anew with light and dark. Is that that's how you took it? Last line of the game is a quote from Genesis. I have no clue. It makes you think, though. I'll say that. It's interesting. I thought it would be completely different in the beginning. Honestly, I had no idea it would be eventually about the universe and old ones or anything like that, but it worked for me. I liked it. Too many cross-references to yin and yang. Okay, fair enough. Sure. I could see some of that, for sure. Absolutely. I think the biggest thing about this game is going back and reading every dialogue specifically, and then that basically sums up the game. But I think so. Okay, so you wake up in this weird astral containment cell where all of these bad things exist, and it's your job to kind of seed the world again, seed the universe with life, with a consciousness, but also restore balance. You know, the ancient evils, the good, whatever, and then bring that forth. Right? Because they did say that the world is gone, the gods are dead, and nothing is going on. You're literally at the very tail end of existence. There's nothing happening. Death itself has died. That's how long this has been. Right? And everything that survived is living eternally, but in some sort of, like, horrific way. You know? It's almost like a weird rekindling of the flame. I don't want to keep saying Dark Souls, but, like, it kind of reminds me of, you know, the hollowing process. The world with flame, right? Everyone's cursed to kind of have this unliving, where even though you're alive, is it really worth being alive, you know? At the end of it all, you do just want to kind of reset things. I mean, it's not like a one-to-one, obviously, but that's an interesting thing. That's an interesting concept. Cosmic audio cassette played to the end. Please hit rewind button. Pretty much. Yeah. I would agree. That was a big tell, I'd say, understanding that the world is gone, the gods are dead, and everything's done. That's interesting. In terms of what the fuck the prison is, did the gods seal away all this stuff at the very end of the world? Like, how did the prison come to be? Maybe it was explained at some point in the game, but... It was an archive. A collection of what was left at the end of all things. They had the guy ferrying souls off to pass on. Could it be some sort of, like, heaven? Well, folks, I think we've cracked it for the most part, and I'm pretty satisfied. I think I'm satisfied with what we've talked about. I thought the game was great. I thought it was intriguing to want to continue. I thought the gameplay was fine for what it set out to be. The game was disturbing to look at. Voice acting was fine. I actually found the puzzles to be exciting. I don't know why, but sometimes puzzles can feel a bit tedious, and very rarely in that game did it feel tedious. It was interesting to see all this weird shit and be like, put the brains in the heads, put the brains in the balls, jump into a giant asshole. Like, it's weird, but you want to do that stuff. In terms of a few of them, though, it's where it's like, put 4 eyeballs, put 4 brains. A little bit repetitive, but very cool. A very cool and fun little tight-knit game. I think we played a game from this guy before, which was about Cthulhu in general. It was another Old Ones game. I think this is cool. The universe being dead and you trying to, like, revitalize it and then seeding it with chaos just so things have a balance. That's cool. What would you rate this game? What would you folks rate this game out of 10? Go. I think I know where I want to be. NECROPHOSIS. What would you give this game rating-wise? 7.25, 6, 8, 7? 9.3. Okay, that's way too much. 6.5, 6.8. Player is the final piece of the consciousness itself, since we supposedly shatter ourselves to form the consciousness of all beings in the next universe. The horse guy said that we would experience everything from all beings to come. We are the last fragment from the previous time of the universe was created, I guess. That would make sense. I agree. Sure. Yeah. That would be interesting. I'm going to give this game a 7.5. You think 7.5? I'm going to give this game honestly like a 6.75. I'm going to give it a 6.75. I'm torn between a 6.5 and a 7. I'm going to give it a 6.75. It's visually compelling. The story is unique and makes you think and is kind of cool. The puzzles weren't too tedious. The game was short and sweet. And I just overall liked it. I think it could have been a lot more, but I think for the sake of 2 people making the game, it was perfectly fine for what it was. I'm going to give it a 6.75. It can go up, it can go down by at least 0.5, so solid game. Honestly, solid. 6.75. NECROPHOSIS. You know, you could say, oh, just make it a 7. But then you could also say make it a 6.5. I think a 6.75 is fair. You only said positive things. Well, it did feel a little bit empty. It did feel like it was lacking some stuff. Like, it needed more polish for sure. Even the first game needed a bit more polish. It was a little bit ambiguous throughout the game, and I guess that's the point. It is the end of the world, but, you know, you've got all these, like, very interesting design choices, but also things that I'm sure just don't really have any purpose. I don't know, man. You could probably sit here and nitpick, but, like, to be fair, I did have a lot of positive things to say. You know what? We'll give it a 7. We'll give it a 7. I'm actually, you know what? We'll give it a 7. I'm okay with that. Sure. Yeah, we'll give it a 7. I think, again, it could go up by 0.5. I don't think it'd be a 7.5. I'd say it'd probably go down by 0.5, if anything. But the biggest thing about this game is that I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. And I think that was also the case for the Midnight Walk that made it so interesting and so unique, is that it doesn't feel like a rehashing of something I've already played. You may say, like, oh, the old one thing is pretty played out. A lot of games have that, blah, blah, blah. I think for me, the biggest thing was that you're kind of reconstructing a universe. You're in some sort of cosmic prison at the end of the world. Everything is dead. The gods are dead. The universe has died out. And you're trying to bring it all back. That's cool. That's very cool. That's a concept that, like, whoa. It's weird. For me, that was the biggest thing. For sure. But, I mean, again, the game itself looked great. Very unique, very distinct. The gameplay, I think, could have been a little bit more interesting, I suppose. But overall, a great game, and I was never bored once. Sorry, we already played. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you're not talking about the game? I thought you meant, like, the universe. We've played Reset It. We haven't played Inscription. No. Not yet. I'm gonna give it a 7. It's already locked in. 7, I think, is fine. Conceptually, I like this game. Of course, it could have been a bit different, gameplay-wise and stuff, but yeah. Very similar architecture. Looked up Nightmare Artist on YouTube. I think you'd dig his work. You know, well, a lot of the things about these games is that this is a very artistic game. And I think when it comes to people who have these weird, asymmetrical, lucid, like, fever dream-esque aesthetics, they really draw from very certain artists, right? Very specific ones that they've enjoyed. You can tell the people who made this game love art. They love very specific people. Again, I don't know who those people would be. I saw Giger in this game a little bit with, like, the alien stuff. Ribbed black columns, webbings and things. I don't know all of these older surreal artists who draw, like, fented out fever dreams. But clearly you can tell these guys care about very specific artists, and they wanted to kind of replicate that in their own game. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 7. And I think that completely wraps up NECROPHOSIS. And that was a cool game, man. Very cool game. So, with that being said, we are done here. YouTube, we may not see you for a while. I'm sorry, folks. If the event does end tomorrow, we will be gone for a couple of days. And probably start up Variety another time. But we are still going to play Variety. We still have to get through all these games. But for the sake of tomorrow, I don't think we'll be playing anything unless the event kind of gets extended. So we'll see. All right. So who knows? YouTube, tomorrow, maybe things could go crazy. Maybe they won't. It was made up by the people, decided by the people, and it'll end by the people. So with that being said, YouTube, I will either see you soon or sometime in the near future. All right, so take care, and we'll talk sometime soon. Peace, folks. Alrighty,